Granny Pep here. Today is Old Stuff Day. In this world where everything is more fun when it's brand new, I kind of had a hard time figuring out what I wanted to say. And then I realized I'm old stuff, so I guess that counts. I also jotted down a few notes, just a few thoughts here. Old things are determined as being old by wear and tear, or by being aged. That would be me. Also, like cheese. It seems to vary greatly whether something being old, showing wear and tear, or aged is a good thing or a bad thing. For instance, bread. That leads to the thought that, you better enjoy things while you're young. And I think that's why so many people spend a lot of their time thinking about the past. But hey, it ain't so bad being old. For instance, antiques. There are a lot of things that we call antiques that are very old, and yet we revere them. We are willing to spend a whole lot of money for them. All right, so there's old stuff that you could think about or maybe enjoy, especially today. Some other old things that I think are worth mention are well-worn things, like a good pair of blue jeans, or a nice pair of shoes that you've worn in just right and they're just comfortable, and suddenly you realize you've had them for 25, 30 years. Okay, well, some things do withstand the test of time, don't they? There's a couple more terms that I've seen used relating to old stuff. One of them is retro, and the other one is vintage. I kind of like vintage. Yeah. Vintage Granny Pep right here. Another thing about vintage is usually referring to clothes or wearable items. Vintage jewelry, vintage hairdos, vintage clothing. That kind of stuff is fun too. Some of us have been lucky enough to inherit some lovely items from our mothers and grandmothers and great-grands and further back. Those become family heirlooms, but they're still old stuff, aren't they? So, no matter what you think about today with relationship to old stuff, I hope you have a really great old stuff day. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Aged like a good cheese, worn out, scruffy, but has sentimental value.